This program contains movie spoilers. Viewers are advised to proceed on their own discretion.
If you have been following the works of Greg Berlanti, then you must have appreciated his contribution to DC Comics. While the DC Extended Universe is still in no comparison to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the actual comic books, the DC Animated Universe, and DC TV shows featured in the CW network have surpassed anything and everything that Marvel could ever hope to achieve. Greg Berlanti, hence, stands on the verge of making it or breaking it for DC. His Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, DC Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, Titans, Doom Patrol, Batwoman, and the recent and ongoing Stargirl, all of them have left quite a mark among couch potatoes and have garnered much love from DC fans also. Going toe to toe with these CW shows are CW Seed's animated features as well. The recently released Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons is a movie feature from this very family, while the first lineup of DC's animated movie universe has been completed with the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War this past May. This standalone Deathstroke movie had two things to prove. First, to live up to CW brand and keep up with the established names of CW network, and second, to follow up with Apocalypse War, which was an awesome movie, by the way. Welcome to I Like to Movie It. Let's figure out whether Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons could or could not stand on trial of these 2 points to be proven. Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons tells the story of the mercenary Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, voiced by the versatile Michael Chiklis. In this movie, we get to explore into the life and family of this famed DC supervillain. The movie follows Wilson's double life as a family man versus his life as a merc. Because of his shaded past and lies he tells to his wife Addie, voiced by Sasha Alexander, he ends up almost losing his son, Joseph, aka Jericho. What ensues is a family feud of these superpower beings and their attempt to reconcile amidst the threats that could possibly enslave the entire world. Firstly, let's discuss whether this movie fits into the ranks of DC animated movie universe or not. Deathstroke K&D is not a part of DC AMU, which means it had to prove itself among already popular superheroes like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman and The Flash. But because of Arrow TV series and Manu Bennett's Deathstroke, because of the character making loud and proud entries in other DC animated features, and because of the recent turn of events, making DC more R-rated, injecting bloody violence and sex, language and profanity, mature themes, and balanced character arcs that transcend beyond mere hero and supervillain dynamics, Deathstroke K&D has kept the pace among other DC animated movies. You can expect a lot of blood and gore in this movie. It is evident that the character of Deathstroke means we see a lot of melee combats, swords flailing around and guns blazing. We see Deathstroke as a flawed human being. That's why his growth isn't working on just one vertical but relies on multiple different angles. Accordingly, his wife's character isn't just a sympathetic mother but also a fierce warrior. A kind soul, but a very ruthless soldier as well. His son Joseph and his illegitimate daughter Jade are also balanced characters seeking approval and retribution at the same time. Because of these properly laid out character arcs, this movie has excelled exceptionally through its script. While I enjoyed the high-speed, adrenaline-pumped action sequences, I couldn't help but admire the writing of the film and its subsequent pacing. I keep the veteran comic book writer and the screenplay artist of this movie, DeMatteis, at a very high regard. People who generally don't watch animated movies hear me. You should give DC animated movies a try and should definitely watch this particular movie for an exceptionally well executed screenplay. Secondly, let's discuss the CW-DC family. Before that, let me make a controversial claim. Of all the Deathstroke portrayals, Arrow vs. Manu Bennett's Deathstroke is the fleshiest one. He is a badass villain, an anti-hero you can easily empathize with, a deuteragonist par excellence, and a flawed hero whose demise drowns you in tears. When CW Seed announced the TV series of this subsequent movie, I believed that the same Deathstroke would make his way into the helm of the CW roster. But sadly, that's not the case. Don't get me wrong, Michael Chiklis is an awesome artist. But if Manu Bennett was there, my fanboy screams would have been louder. His deep bass voice would have given Deathstroke a more menacing overtone. Making this movie a complete standalone from the CW family hence does not seem to follow the CW pattern. This has helped and unhelped the movie at the same time. On one hand, the DC fanbase would prefer to watch this movie as a part of a whole, connecting the smallest of hints and Easter eggs subjected by the CW programming. But on the other, as a standalone movie, this film diverges into the relatively secondary character and helps build him for bigger things in the days to come. Deathstroke Knights and Dragons deserves a 3.5 stars. Its action is fast-paced, story is very tight, voice acting is on the spot, and character developments are properly laid out even when the movie's runtime is lower than other animated features. I would definitely prefer to watch other animated features from Greg Berlanti brand and hope that DC's strength in animation features grows day by day.